What is up, Bills Mafia? Welcome back to another edition of the Go Bills podcast on YouTube and Instagram. I am your host and founder of the Go Bills podcast, Brett. Glad to be with you at the halftime of the Buffalo Bills game. It's halftime, the Miami Dolphins and Buffalo Bills game. The Bills are up on the Miami Dolphins 21-13, and what a half and what a way to end the half for the Buffalo Bills. The Bills can now go into the half having an 8-point lead. And you can get the double dip, which is something that's really important. I call it the DQ double dip, Dairy Queen double dip, where you can get the 2 touchdowns for the price of nothing. So the Bills will get the ball at the start of the second half, and Buffalo has been moving the ball down the field pretty well on offense. That's the biggest thing. Welcome in, everybody. Again, stats for the game, Buffalo, starting with Josh Allen, 16 of 23, 217 yards in the first half, 3 touchdowns. Allen leads the way rushing with 3 carries for 16 yards. 2 carries for James Cook for 12 yards. Leading the way receiving is Dawson Knox with 3 catches for 65 yards. And he's having a monster first half. The only thing that I would say for the Bills on offense is that they're not able to catch the ball a couple times. That's going to be the biggest thing I've noticed. If Buffalo is able to get these catches and get them under control, Josh Allen very well might have 300 yards in the first half. Other receivers, Stephon Diggs, 3 catches for 49 yards as well. Gabe Davis, 2 catches for 27 yards. Singletary, 2 catches for 19 yards. A player that stepped up today is Quentin Morris with the touchdown grab. He has 1 reception for 14 yards in the touchdown, as well as how good is it that Nyheim Hines finally is getting involved in the offense, getting his first touchdown for the Buffalo Bills today. So good stuff all the way around from the Bills on offense. On defense, the only thing I would say is the Bills are still having some struggle being able to stop the run. And with the snow potentially coming in towards the start of the second half, that's going to be big for Buffalo. Is if they're not able to stop the run, then they're going to struggle in this game. Leading the way on defense is Tremaine Edmonds, 3 tackles, 2 assists. Tre'Davious White, another player having a big game as well. He has 3 tackles as well, making some big plays where he's coming up with some major pass defenses as well as some tackles. There's one play where it could have very well have gone for a touchdown running the ball, and Tre'Davious White saved the touchdown. I think it was once or twice that I saw. Let's go up the comments on Instagram, starting with Lichter_Michael. He says, "Let's go Bills." Yeah, let's go Bills. It's a great game. Back in first place. It feels great. That home field advantage, you can really tell, is favoring Buffalo, and it sucks that the referees have to stop the game just because of the fans throwing snowballs on the field. I think they should let them play, in my opinion. I really do. I think you should let them play no matter what the conditions are. It's the best thing about Buffalo is the fans can get involved in the game, and they're very passionate about the Bills. Lichter_Michael also said Trey picked up right where he left off. Yeah, he did. And he made a big impact on this game. And it's good to have him come back and be the same Tre'Davious White as before. D_main_card said go Bills. Yeah, go Bills. Lichter_Michael said, I really want to see Cole Beasley more involved. Yeah, if we can get him involved a little bit more, it'll be great. I know that the Miami is playing a little bit of zone coverage, so I think that matches up pretty well with Cole as well. But I think that they're going to utilize him, especially in the second half when it does become a game where the Bills have to throw the ball short, especially in the snow. I think they're going to put him into the game, and you're going to utilize him on one side of the field, as well as Isaiah McKenzie on the other side in the slot and run 4 wide receiver sets. Overall, really like what I've seen out of the Bills today. They are doing a really good job of making sure that they're going down the field on offense, but they still got to stop on defense. You got to make sure that you're wrapping guys up. Make sure that you're tackling, staying in your gaps as well. but really like what I've seen from the Bills today. Hardcore Gamer 29 said Josh is so sharp in game, 3 touchdown passes, go Bills. Yeah, the biggest thing I would say for Buffalo is that in this game, you can really tell the difference between having certain guys on the field, the guys that we didn't have from the last game. You can tell the difference that it makes, especially with having Jordan Poyer back, as well as other guys like Dane Jackson, Tremaine or Tre'Davious White, and even you can look into the guys that we were missing too on offense. I mean, big difference having healthy guys is just like having Gabe Davis back healthy too. So it's really good to have our team healthier and being able to play a really good game and have a good matchup today. We already put 21 points on the board in the first half, so that's more points than we put on the board in this game last time we played them in 2 halves. So Buffalo has more points there as well. I'm going to click over to YouTube real quick. I want to pull something up on YouTube. You won't see it on Instagram, but you will see it on our YouTube page. I want to bring up something that's very important. And this is something that I will talk about on both YouTube and Instagram. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to take myself off the screen actually for a second. But this is something that's very important that I want to bring up. All right. So right now, there is a donation going around for a family in Buffalo. The son's name is Jack, and the Nickel City Mafia, as well as the Punt Foundation, which is a foundation ran by Dawson Knox. They are raising money for Jack, who is battling cancer right now, and he is. They're raising money for them. They have already generated about $3,600 towards their goal of $5,000, and they're looking for more donations. So if you can spare any money at all to help Jack and his family, that would be awesome. Whether it's $1, $2, $5, $10, whatever the case is, every penny helps. So please, if you can donate, that would be awesome. The link is in our Instagram bio, as well as I will put it in the comments on YouTube as well. And back to the football. The Bills in the second half, I would say on defense, the biggest thing you got to do is you got to come out of the game in more zone coverage. The Bills are playing in that nickel scheme, and they're trying to rely on that. But I do think that you got to switch it up a little bit. Play some press man, which is something that Tua struggled with in the first game when he was playing the Chargers, as well as when he was playing the 49ers, as well as the cover 2 zone. That's 2 areas that Buffalo can really focus on in the second half in order to take the Miami Dolphins out of this game. Let's go with the comments again on Instagram. Victor_Michael said Dawson made some great plays in the first half. Yeah, he did. Both tight ends, Quentin Morris as well as Dawson Knox, made some big plays in this game. That's a big reason why Buffalo is winning this game. Aubrey Plays 6 said, finally using our tight ends. Yeah, it was really good to see that Buffalo was utilizing that 2 tight end set that Ken Dorsey's been trying to run in the whole year. And it's good to see that they're running those sets. I know that Buffalo in the offseason picked up O.J. Howard, and he wasn't fit in Buffalo. They released him. He moved on to the Houston Texans, and everybody was wondering who was going to be that number 2 tight end in Buffalo. And you can see what Quentin Morris has really done for Buffalo over the past few weeks. He's making an impact on the offense. He's getting involved in the special teams as well. And I think that he's a player who is trending towards the right direction with Buffalo, and he's only going to get better as the year comes on. And I think he's going to be even better next year, and I think he's going to make a bigger impact for us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter, as well as on our website, thegobillspodcast.com. This has been the Go Bills Podcast, and we will see you next time for another edition of the Go Bills Podcast. We will be having a post-game show tomorrow at 1 p.m. on YouTube and Instagram. And we will be joined by a fellow Instagram subscriber and fellow Buffalo Bills fan as well. This has been the Go Bills podcast, and we will see you next time.